Happy Thanksgiving. I am not good at cooking, so I can't cook a turkey, but I can paint a turkey. So I'm taking some Caribbean blue, it's like a brighter blue, at the top of my canvas and brushing it in along the sides, a little bit on the bottom. I'm leaving basically a hole in the middle bottom of my canvas because we're going to paint some turkey feathers using a fan brush and some bright yellow, dark yellow, and white. I'm going to start brushing out very lightly along the outside edge of that circle I left. Ooh, see how that white adds highlights. It's basically the same texture you use when you paint grass with a fan brush, but it also kind of acts like a feather texture. So I'm going to do yellow all the way around there. Then I'm going to take some dark red and bright red, and starting further in on that white circle, I'm going to brush that out into the yellow, just very light strokes, pulling out, all the way around, brushing it into the yellow, leaving a little space in the center. I'm even going to take on my brush again some dark brown, that's burnt umber, and brush it in along the edge where the yellow meets the red. Shorter strokes. Oh, it's starting to look like a turkey. I'm watching the Thanksgiving Day parade right now. Now with my medium round brush, I'm going to do kind of a half circle at the bottom and fill it in. That's your turkey body. Now before I move on, taking my detail brush, I'm going to do some little light white lines around in my tail. That just makes them look a little bit more like feathers. And some curved lines in the body, giving him a little bit of texture. Now at this point, sometimes the tail looks kind of wonky, so you can go back in with your yellow and fluff out the edges, just like that. I even sometimes go in with some red and just add little kind of textures in between as well. It's up to you how much detail you add to it. The turkey tail can be so much fun and so colorful, almost like a peacock. But he's not a peacock. I'm going to use a detail brush, medium round, and I'm going to use white to create a neck and a head. White is important because you want the color of it to stand out on those bright colors. I'm even going to give a beak shape on the left side and then dry it. Now, did you ever know that an actual male turkey's head is blue? I'm using a dark blue and a bright blue from my background on the head. Google it. They look kind of like aliens actually, but I'm going to do his head blue. I'm going to do yellow for his beak and brush in some red and white at the bottom of his neck as well. Again, up to you how much detail. I like to use lots of white for texture and highlighting. Even going to do some smiley faces at the bottom of his neck to make him look fluffy in the front. Now, we also have to add his wattle. Did you know that's what that red thing in the front of his head is called? Using white, I'm going to create that there, and I'm going to add bright red over top of that. Oh, now he looks like a turkey. I love it. I'm getting a kick out of this. Now, using my detail brush and some black paint, I'm going to do kind of an oval shape on his head, some white in the center along the outside, even outlining it with some of that blue. And when I do figures, I like to outline them in black because they really make it stand out that way, even on his wattle and on his body to separate from the tail. There we go. Now again, up to you how much detail. I'm going to take my makeup brush, round brush, and bounce in some white to make him look feathery. Add some black lines to outline the eyes, add highlights on the head and the beak, even give him a nostril and a pupil because he's looking at you. Oh, I love it. If you're looking for a challenge, this is a great one to paint. And enough of that. Have a great weekend. I'm going to go start building our Christmas tree.